Hello and welcome to Diablo for Belial's Return. I am Sammy. This is Sammy. You are Sammy. We are all Sammy. We've got Blazin in the chat being Sammy. It's gonna be a good time, and we are playing towards getting the Shroud of False Death today. I have put it in the notification. If you are, following, subscribe too, I guess. But if you're following and you've got your notifications turned on, you have seen that I am getting that Shroud of False Death today. And the reason I want to get it is because I am looking at another build, and I am thinking it would be fun to be able to try that out. But that build also requires a Shroud of False Death. Like everything requires Shroud of False Death. So I am just putting it out into the world that I am getting it. And the build I am looking at is the Incinerate Sorcerer build. I already have the Harlequin crest. In fact, I'll show you what I've collected so far. I've got 4 pieces out of 9. Well, I've also got the Tal Rasha's iridescent loop, but taking a look at it, I have the Harlequin crest. I have a staff that has all of the elements that it's looking for. I have pants with all of the elements that it's looking for, and boots with the elements it's looking for. I can reuse the chest piece I have now, the Raiment of the Infinite, but I still need to find gloves, amulet, and ring. Those are what's left if I'm going to switch builds. The point is, I need that Shroud of False Death. I need it. So, as we often do, we're gonna warm up with an Artificer's Pit. I think I am out of everyone's way. Let's grab that, and that. And then I'm going to try to go for a tier 85. I think I have done it. No, I don't think I've ever completed a tier 85. I think the best I have done is 84. And the last time I tried an 85 was on stream like 2 days ago. And I was embarrassed quite a bit. And for those of you who are wondering, because I know not everybody is in the Discord, yesterday I had an appointment, a doctor's appointment. I was concerned about getting a sore throat fairly frequently. For those of you who don't know, I am a former smoker. I quit tobacco about 2 months ago. And so I was just nervous. Maybe I was getting a sore throat because I was really sick. I had a doctor stick a scope down my throat. I got to watch it happen. It freaked me out. But he said it looked clean, so you guys are stuck with me. That's just the way it's got to be. Sorry. But yeah, now I'm here. I'm here and I'm ready to do stuff. Yesterday they had numbed my throat, and it just felt weird to try to talk. It felt weird to breathe. So I just took a nap for most of the day. I was like, I'll just sleep it off. That's what D&D has taught me, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Speaking of D&D, I'm excited. We're gonna be switching over to Baldur's Gate pretty soon. I don't know if I'm gonna go for well, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I haven't gotten very far in the game, and that was like 2 years ago when I last played it. So, we're gonna see what I do. I don't know if I want to turn the difficulty down just to kind of get through it, or if I want to play it normal. I don't know yet. But I do want to get through. I want to get through a playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Come on. These guys are still causing me troubles. Just gotta hit them a million more times. It's all good. You do you. And as we all know, pets come first. That is established law on this stream. Pets always come first. That's the reason I don't have pets. I sometimes break the law. She doesn't have. Well, I mean, I think dogs are only kind of good at math. I think they're really only good at addition and subtraction. I think when you start adding things like multiplication and division, it's a little bit harder for them to keep up. So I wouldn't be too hard on her for not knowing how to half. Must be, because, yeah, I thought it was a typo. That's why I was teasing. Okay. We are only barely ahead on time. This may have been a mistake. This is why I need that Shroud of False Death. Well, I don't know if that's going to help my critical damage. I think what I need to do is be significantly stronger in these pits so that I can grow my glyphs. Problem is, the more I hang out at the levels that I'm comfortable in, the lower my chances of upgrading my glyphs become. So I gotta climb the tiers just to grow my glyphs, and I need to grow my glyphs in order to climb the tiers, and it's just it's a vicious circle. Got him. Whew! I gotta go after those big dudes because they fill the timer faster, so that's why I go after them. Yeah, I gotta glow them. Words are hard, okay? Sometimes my tongue doesn't want to keep up anymore. It just says, I'm on strike. Okay. They got me. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes our mouths just don't appreciate how good we give it to them. I mean, I have to be in a good mood to be vivacious in public. Obviously, get some booze in me, and I go into entertainer mode wherever I am. But most of the time, this personality is reserved for this, like, if I'm on stage or on mic, I'm usually the quiet one at parties, or if I'm meeting new people, I'm just like, I'll just listen. I don't really need to say anything. Then you booze me up and I do a lot of talking. So maybe that's why I stream. I want to have a chance to hear my own voice. I want to hear myself speaking. Ah! Okay. Come on. There's the wall guy. There's the other guy. Let's get the fear guy. Good. All right. I gotta be moving through my abilities. I gotta be using them all. That's what gets me through here. Oh man. Blaze and I was taught the same thing. The comment for those of you who are just listening and not watching is, my parents raised me on children should be seen and not heard. I was a military brat, Air Force to be specific, and my parents were concerned that I would embarrass my active duty mother in front of the base general or something, and so kids had to be quiet or go to the kids' room and never, like, the adults shouldn't even know we exist. So yeah, adult parties sucked. All right, gotta stay safe. I had a doctor's appointment, French fries. It was on the schedule. I said it to everybody. You should get in the Discord. Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment to check out my throat. I've been having a sore throat, and so I wanted to have it looked at. Doctor said it looked fine. I'm just a big baby, and so we're back to streaming, but don't worry. We've got Fry Play coming up on Friday. And then next Monday, we're switching to Baldur's Gate 3. Well, there you go. I mean, it's a mostly quiet Discord. I'm not that active on Discord, but I use it to make big announcements if I need to. And Blazin has to go to the doctor's next week. Ooh, I mean, that is scary, and it does suck. I am grateful that you don't have to navigate my healthcare system. But yes, I know the feeling. I wish I could offer my services to you. I had this idea yesterday as I sat panicking in the waiting room where I was like, what if I offered a paid service of someone to just go to the doctor with you, to sit with you, to, you know, be there with you so that you are not alone. Not necessarily talking, because I don't know anything. I can't talk to the doctor for you. I can't do any of that stuff, but I can be there. I can be there and be like a, I don't know, a service animal. Good call. When I made my first appointment last month, while I was making that appointment, I was like, here's the thing. I am very dumb when it comes to healthcare. If you need me to do anything, please tell me before the appointment. Like if I'm supposed to fast or anything like that, I have to know it beforehand. I can't be told on the day like I should have always known, because I don't. I just don't know anything about healthcare. Like, you gotta tell me everything. So, I probably sounded like an idiot over the phone, but that's the way I go. There's all the follower emotes. Thank you, French fries. Okay. We're not doing great on time, but we are a little bit ahead. If I can get through these dudes, we should be good. 3 minutes? Uh-oh. Alright, well, I'm going to forget about what I have to do if I don't do it now, so I'm going to say it now, and this might kill my my pit run. As you watch the stream, you can earn beard hairs, and those beard hairs can be redeemed on little things like making me take a sip of water, or having me stretch, or, you know, any of that stuff. Or you can save up those beard hairs like French fries did and have me make up a fairy tale on the spot, which I shall now do. Once upon a time, there was a little child who always enjoyed playing on his tablet. See, this is a modern day fairy tale. This is not once upon a time a million years ago. This is once upon a time like last week. This child always played on his tablet, but he didn't really understand the concepts that surrounded the tablet. Things like you can't just click all the links, you can't just buy all the things. So the parents tried everything they could to add some restrictions for the child, but the child would always get around it, and they would always find themselves paying money on things with their in-app purchases and other stuff that would go on their mommy or their daddy's credit card. So one day while the child was playing on his tablet and the parents were in the other room just expecting a surprise charge to come at any moment, the child saw a link that said, "Click here to meet your best friends." And the child was like, "I don't have any best friends, but I love that SpongeBob, and I'm gonna have so much fun playing with SpongeBob." So he clicked the link, and the game was like, "Now it's time to meet your best friend." And all of a sudden, the door burst open, and in came a real-life SpongeBob. And here's the thing about SpongeBob, what you guys don't know about him is he's like 7'8". So he wrecked the place when he came in. And it freaked out the child's parents, and it freaked out the child, it freaked out the dog, and everything was getting messed up and knocked off the shelves, and pictures were getting knocked off the wall, and oh, the humanity, it was all so terrible. And then SpongeBob gave everybody a Krabby Patty, and suddenly all was well, because for some cartoon logic reason, all people needed was to have a Krabby Patty, and it was okay. Unfortunately, of course, SpongeBob did not get paid because the parents canceled that payment right after the child clicked the link. The end. Now, one thing I must always say about these fairy tales is there is no guarantee to the quality. Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right, well, this is looking bad because I am running out of time and I am not doing nearly enough damage. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Only 30 seconds remain, and I'm gonna have to look at those notes. Never mind. Alright, well, I still can't do a tier 85. It is what it is. Oh, French fries also gotta hydrate, so... All right. Well, the truth is that was that's one of those things that I'm willing to do offline on my own time. Sometimes I forget when messages are not for me, when they're for other people, and I look at them and I'm like, FF, Fast and Furious. Okay. So I've got two things that I want to do. This might be a better warm-up than what I just embarrassed myself doing. What I'm going to go for is hitting the Undercity. I'm trying to remember what I want to do, or the best way to go about this. And straight up French fries, good on you. My older brother and his best friend only play together, and they are about once or twice a week. They're not super far this season, but they're doing the best they can, and I like it. Now, let's take a look. These are the 3 tributes that I'm interested in. I really want one Mythic Unique in particular. I don't know if there is a way to increase the odds by making a bargain. So looking at all of these, I'm like, I don't think that these are going to work. I don't think I want to do any of these. So no extra bargain. So Blazin is saying towards the bottom. So rings and amulets, helm, chest, gloves. That might be worth it. And then weapons, obviously. Because that's what I want. I want the Shroud of False Death. Well, I've only got one of these tributes, so we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what happens. Let's find out together, shall we? Okay. Now the good news is whenever I go into anything other than the Artificer's Pit, I get a little bit of a boost to my ego. I'm like, okay, I am powerful. I'm just at a level on the pit where I'm not able to do anything. Good call, French fries. That is... so there are going to be some affixes and whatnot that are tied to specific pieces of equipment. But if you can get all of the dungeon affixes for your character, then they are at least unlocked. They're in the bag. You've got those to choose from, and you're just going to be improving them. So do it. Plus, I would just recommend trying to complete the open world. That's what I did this season. It was fun. It took a little bit of time. I had to use a guide to find some of the quests. But it was fun. Okay, I gotta focus up. I don't have a lot of time. Alright. Alright. I'm looking for... There we go. There's some dudes that'll give me some time. Now, we made it to the first rank. We are looking to get to rank 4. That's part of a challenge, but it's also just because I'm pretty sure we're more likely to get better rewards if I get a higher rank. Whoops. Hitting the button too early. Alright, now I'm much more comfortable with the time. Come on, get him. Get him. Okay. Come on, get these guys. Excellent. I'm doing pretty well. I am fairly comfortable and confident with this build. The only issue I've ever had with it is trying to complete the pit and trying to complete some of the crappier of the Uber bosses, like Andariel and Harbinger of Hatred. Those guys still kind of get under my skin and annoy me a little bit. Excellent. Time is done. Oh, whoops. Dang it. There it is. All right. Okay, timer's done. Now we get to have a good time. I should look at the map. I should look at the screen when I'm playing instead of looking at my pooter. No, I refuse. Oh, I killed him. I killed him and he called me weak. And I got an amulet. Hopefully it's a duplicate so I can get rid of it. In the dry steppes, I am not sure, French fries. They usually appear on your map. If you have not completed them before, then you'll have to discover them on the map. But once you've discovered all of the map, they should show up as little red markers. I don't have them on my screen, so I can't show them to you because I have already completed them all. But there's one, like if we were into Hantu, I know there's one down here. Let's see, in the dry steppes, there's one here? Yeah, the Onyx Watchtower. I genuinely do not remember where the rest of them are. I am sorry. I just complete them and I don't think about it afterwards. I'm like, they're done now. Maybe this one? The ruins of Kara Yisu? And then I have no idea where the last one is. Yeah. So there. Okay, what did we get? I mean, we can see if this is a duplicate. I don't think it is, but we can look. Yeah. I don't feel comfortable destroying these when it's the only one I have picked up. And then, taking a look here. Boo. Neither my current build or the one I'm working towards would use this. Yeah, but like, I don't get many mythics. I want it in my inventory. So it can exist in the eternal realm where no one will ever touch it. These things are precious to me. Oh boy. And I'm pretty sure I have that one in the eternal realm if we were to go there. So... And I was just about to say, I think I only have one resplendent spark. Yeah, I only have one, and I don't have enough of the whatever they're called. Tributes. No, not tributes. Runes to craft the shroud. So, let's take a look. You'll have to remind me which runes are required because I don't want to go looking around. But I know Bach is one of them, B-A-C, and I have never collected any of those. I have looked multiple times. I have never collected it. Yes, to both. I have spent 2 of them on build, like just the random one that you get from here. One of these you don't get to know beforehand. I just spent it, and then I've collected the one from beating Lilith. Did I do what I wanted to do? I think I got distracted again. I'm very good at getting distracted. Back, Cry, and Moni. Yep, and I have Cry and Moni. Well, I don't know if I have enough of the Monies. Let me take a look. I know I've got like 20 Cries. Those ones I get 1 million of. Let's see. And I have no idea if it's a top or a bottom. Okay, Moni I have 22. And I have 11 Cry. And 0 Bach. So that's part of that issue of runes just being incredibly hard to come by. And I haven't figured out a way to farm them. I don't want to blazon. I don't want to trade. Then I have to talk to strangers, and strangers scare me. Oh, I forgot to melt everything down. Okay, this is what we're going to do. This is one of the laziest things I have ever done, but we're going to do it nonetheless. If there's a unified version of the rune tribute, then yeah, I am willing to party up and help others try to get their runes, but I'm pretty sure it's only a single. Okay. Yep, get rid of it all. Nice. But we are getting it. We are gonna get that freaking Shroud of False Death. It is guaranteed. Okay. So, looking at both of these, this is the one for runes, this is the one for keys. I want to do them both because both are what would get me closer to that Shroud of False Death, and I think I'm closest with trying to go this route. So this is the one where I'm not sure if I should be doing anything in the bargains, because I just don't know. I just don't know if I should be making a bargain on top of trying to get horde keys, because all of the bargains have to do with the equipment that drops, right? None of them would help towards horde keys. Sounds like it's that time of the month when the local Air Force base starts their tests of the jets. So if you hear that in the background, there we go. Hey, good job. I might dive down to Torment 3 to use some of my keys on Andariel and Harbinger of Hatred. Those fights are just annoying enough that it's no longer worth it for me to be trying to do them on Torment 4. They just don't offer significantly better rewards on T4, so I'm not doing it. Not gonna make myself angry like I often do. Okay, here we go. That's what I was doing earlier. I think last night when I woke up in the later evening after taking a nap, I decided to play a little bit on my own, and I just went after, pretty much I just went after Duriel. I had a couple of fights with Belial, which allowed me to fight him a couple of times, but yeah, it's still just, I have fought these guys so many times, and I have not found a single Shroud of False Death. And then, of course, we've got the issue with runes not really dropping that frequently, and so it's just like, this game hates me. That's what I believe now. Come on, why can't I go through? Oh, I'm trying to run through a wall again. I'm not always very good at seeing what I'm doing. Okay, whoop, don't run away yet. Even though I am way ahead on time, I am always going to go after those dudes. I would like to, I don't know, fall asleep for 30 seconds and still have time to finish the Undercity. That's what I go for with my time. Okay. Got them both down here. Perfect. Excellent. All right, last floor to try to get to rank 4. Reward upgrade 4? I don't know, I haven't been paying attention. Attunement! That's what it is. I knew that the whole time. Okay, and that is it. That was all I needed. Now, I know I don't get to share my music with you guys who are listening live, but I decided to just shuffle my liked songs. No playlist today. No, like, mood that I'm going for. Just liked songs. That's it. So he does call me weak after I beat him. That's weak. Okay, taking a quick look. I have 4 of those, whatever they're called. Shards of Agony. I remember. All right, well, that was not enough to make me feel like, I don't know, like I need to go back to town in order to break anything down. I think I can just go through it. But really fast, if you are watching, let me know if I am going for keys or runes. Should I be making bargains? It seems like the bargains are just based on the items that drop. So I don't necessarily feel like that is useful if I am trying to get boss keys or runes. So I'm going to continue operating under the assumption that I should just make the tribute and nothing else. Feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. Get into the chat and tell me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Blazin. At least you understood the assignment. So I am using the tribute for boss keys primarily. And so the question is, should I be making additional bargains when I use non-item based tributes? So since I'm doing a tribute to getting, or for getting horde keys, should I also be making a bargain, or is that just a waste of materials? Okay. Then I prefer not to. There we go. Okay, how are we on time? We're doing okay. So let's get the heck out of here, man. Oh no, more dudes that I like to go after. But that only helps my time. Come on. All right, here we go. Even more dudes. Okay, so Blazin says that they don't bother with the bargains unless they are farming for equipment. And since I am not doing that, I'm not going to worry about it. There are times when I want to farm for equipment, but if I'm not actually getting anything out of it, then it's not really worth it. I'm just using those materials. So I guess on the other hand, if you're trying to use your materials because you salvage everything like I do, then that's a way to do it. Speaking of things you can do if you want to do it, because it's totally your right, why don't you hit that follow button? We're 14 people away from our goal of getting to 100 followers. So hit that follow button, you can help us out. As French Fries has demonstrated earlier, you get access to some cool follower emotes. There they are again. Take a look at them. I like them. They're pretty cool. And, you know, if you want even more than that, then hit that subscribe button right above my head. If you are sitting on a Prime subscription that you have not used, I'll take it. Click the button above my head. Give it to me, baby. And then you'll get access to some sub-only emotes. Those ones are my actual face. You get to show off my face. If you're watching on the future on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to leave a comment, go for it. I guess tell me that you've made it this far by leaving the comment attunement, and then I know you made it here. Or give me a time signature for wherever you're watching. And then finally, tomorrow there are two things coming. We've got the Fry Play, where I'm going to be playing some Diablo 4. And then we're going to do not we, but there's also going to be the new episode of Potato Chip Pictures, the audio-only podcast that I do. It is a movie review podcast, movie franchise review podcast, looking at the Bond franchise. So check that out tomorrow. I think I did it all. I think I did all of the self-promotion. I have to do it. I have to do it. It's part of the rules. It's part of the law. If I want people to look at my face, then I have to do all of the self-promotion. I guess you guys can self-promote for me. But I don't think it's called self-promotion anymore at that point. Where am I? How do I get to the portal? The YouTube. Oh, I found the portal, guys. Don't worry. Took me a minute, but I found it. Okay. Time is no longer a concern. Coincidentally, that's what I've been saying all of 2025. Time is an illusion. Wick. It's never a concern, Blazin'. It might get you turned, but it ain't a concern. Not to me. I like it. It tickles me. Okay, so we're doing fine with our inventory. I haven't picked up anything that really impresses me. Taking a look over here, I could take on Varshan once and Duriel once. And that ain't enough, fam. Although I could always dive down in torment levels in order to get a few more people. But I think I'm going to continue maybe 2 more times going after the Undercity to try to get more Horde keys. Also, I should have said this 30 minutes ago, French fries, but I am very glad that you are able to use your channel points again. I was concerned that I did something that broke it, and so I just was like, I was playing around with it today, and I'm glad that it fixed itself or I fixed it. I don't know what happened. I'm not smart enough. Oh, goodness. There you go. Speaking of which, we got a not sunglasses. For those of you who don't know coding or programming, this essentially says whatever state of sunglasses I am currently at, do the opposite of it. And since I didn't have them on, not sunglasses means wear the sunglasses. And now we're sitting up straight. We got our beverage. I love that you guys are looking out for me. And I guess, you know, the sunglasses are looking out for me too in their own way. Oh, what was I doing? I got distracted by sunglasses. Yep. I'm a little cross-eyed. That's what my irises look like. Do I need to do it? Nope. Every time I turn my head, they kind of twist with them. But yeah, I'm a little cross-eyed and I'm just staring at you. Maybe go like... There it is. There's the thumbnail. We did it. Okay. Once again, I got distracted. All I want to do is take my drugs. We're going to do the Elixir of Precision to get that critical strike damage up. Then, of course, we're going to do Redamine to get the max life up. We're going to get Intelligence up. And we're going to get all of our resistances up. Hopefully there's no one standing over here, because I don't want to force intelligence upon them. That is not the American way. I've never heard of Demon Headmaster. That was not on my TV. It sounds like an anime, if I'm honest with you. Okay, excellent. Fortunately, that did not kill me. All right. Let's go get this guy. Thinks he's so cool. No, he won't. I will test them. I shall test them. A kid's show. Interesting. Yeah, man. Where I grew up, or at least with my family, even if it was on television, I can tell you my family wouldn't let me watch it. I grew up in an extremely Protestant household. And I say Protestant because we only went to Protestant churches and we didn't care about what the denomination was, just as long as it wasn't Catholic. That's the type of family I grew up in. Although I did go to Catholic private school once, so it's not like they hated Catholics, it's just they were like, we're Protestant. We're not any flavor of Protestant, we're just Protestant. Okay. So yeah, a show called Demon whatever, definitely wouldn't have been allowed to watch that. Parents would have said no. They would have said, we're not letting that evil into our household. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons when that first aired on television. My parents believed that it was evil. My parents were kind of into the Satanic Panic when it happened. We laugh about it now, but they were the target audience. Okay. Ooh, in fact, I'm gonna do my Only the Real Ones Know. The show that I was allowed to watch as a kid was a show called McGee and Me. That's the Only the Real Ones Know. So if you remember McGee and Me, jump in the chat. Tell Blazin that his British children's show has nothing on McGee and Me. Or Magoo, yeah, it was McGee. Magoo was someone else. I keep trying to get my son to watch Wallace and Gromit with me, and he won't even give it a chance. And it breaks my heart, because Wallace and Gromit is one of the greatest pieces of art that has ever been given to the world. And he's like, no, they talk funny. I'm like, they don't talk funny. I mean, I already know that there were some British ones that were absolutely fantastic and definitely worth giving a watch one of these days. I don't know if I can say that about American television. I mean, we have Sesame Street, but that's really like, well, nope, I was about to take credit for a Catholic, or not Catholic, an Australian one. Yeah, I don't know, what was, yeah, I guess SpongeBob. That was definitely a kid's show.
I have devoured many of your kind.
Alright. Somehow we survived. I'm not getting enough of the stuff that I want, and that is making me angry. I think I showed that we already have pants. Yes. So these pants can be thrown away. So right now, if you are just tuning in, and I have no idea because I've turned off my viewer numbers, so could be that you're all tuning out. But anyway, what I'm working on is getting the Horde keys because I want to get my Shroud of False Death. If you are following and you have your notifications turned on, you would already know that I have guaranteed that I am going to get that Shroud of False Death. It is happening. It is happening. My unpopular opinion is that I didn't really like SpongeBob. It doesn't work for me. I just don't get it. I don't get the hype. I've watched a few things with my son and daughter who enjoy SpongeBob still, and I just don't get it. That's my hot take. I mean, Simpsons, like any long-running show, has its ups and its downs. And I can't say I'm a fan of all of it, because some of the weaker episodes are certainly weak. They're just not good. I think my favorite cartoon of all time was Invader Zim. That's the one where I can watch every episode and have a great time. And I try to watch it once a year. I just love it so much. So if you're into Invader Zim, that's what we have in common. I mean, in the second episode, a child gets his eyeballs ripped out. Like, that is not a children's show at all, but I love it so much. Okay, we're gonna kind of take a circuitous route because I want to get all my tributes. So there we go. And we're still doing really well on time, so I'm not all that worried about, you know, dudes around here. But I'm still gonna go after the time because I like it. Excellent. We've made it to rank 2. I never watched it, but I have seen clips, and I think I would enjoy it. I think The Amazing World of Gumball works, and Family Guy should not be a children's show in anyone's definition. I'll let you know, Blazin'. Thank you for the offer. If you decide to go to bed, though, don't feel bad. Like, don't let me keep you up too late. I know it's a Thursday. So, you know, it's a school day tomorrow, especially for the adults who still have to work. I'll be honest, Family Guy, I really liked it when it first came out, when it was a new thing. I had a lot of fun with it. And then it just kind of waned on me. I just didn't enjoy it as much. Periodically, I'll see a clip that makes me chuckle. So I don't know if, like, similar to Simpsons, I don't know if I could say it's all bad or all good. It's just some of it works, some of it doesn't, and no shame in that. Now, what I started watching fairly recently was Star Trek. I am currently working on Voyager and Deep Space Nine with my older brother. And, Cool Whip. And so I have been enjoying that, and what I want to watch is the, what's it called? What's that? That's not spin-off, it's like a spoof show. The Orville. I'm very interested in watching that. From what I hear, for being a kind of a spoof or an homage to another show, it did better with the Star Trek property than a lot of other things do. So I want to watch it. I want to give it a shot. I want to see what it is. And there we go. I will never tell you what to do with those commands. If you want me to take the glasses off, I'll take the glasses off. But I'll wear them. Okay. So I probably have enough to take a couple of shots at some of the bosses. No, you know, the glare is fine. Everybody loves glare. I'm dying. Choking myself to death. I I don't wear glasses that often. I don't wear glasses naturally. I'm one of those rare 40-year-olds who doesn't need glasses at all. But I do have sensitive eyes, so I do need UV blocking sunglasses if I'm going to go outside. It is physically painful to wear or to have naked eyes outside. Blazin, my older brother, has little nose dents on his face. And then French Fries, I have heard that dying is remarkably bad for your health. But I've also heard that it's not necessarily bad for your career. Some jobs, you're doing even better when you die. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, while I am working towards this, so this is my 5th Paragon board, and it turns out this is the one I probably should have started with in terms of ranking up, but I'm not going to go back and undo everything. But this is probably how I'm going to really boost my critical strike damage, is with this glyph. So it's at 181%. Plus 11.5 or 3 and blah, blah, blah. So every time I get a dexterity in the area, then it's gonna work. Oh, I'm sorry. My father, not my father. I don't know anything about my father's childhood. My oldest brother, stabbed himself in the eye with a stick. He was riding his bike and he was holding a stick. All right. So he was just like holding the pedals and then holding this stick that was really long, and he crashed and he went flying over the pedals, and one of, like, I don't know which eye, but the stick went into his eye and he is practically blind in that eye. He still has it. It still kind of works. You can't see any scars or anything, but if you're on that side of his head, he will not see any peripheral stuff happening. It is functionally blind. Okay. What I wanted to do, I can take him once. Yep. I can't believe he hit me like that. What a jerk. I swear the people in this micro dungeon are so rude. All I was gonna do was come in here and blow everybody up, and then some of them start hitting me? Psh. Alright, I feel mostly comfortable with these fights. It's really just Andariel and Harbinger of Hatred in Torment 4, where floor becomes lava and I become very easy to kill. So if we run out of keys and we have to take a step back, I'm willing to go mythic hunting in Torment 3. Also, another thing, once you have upgraded all of your powers, and you can't spend any more of these, I've got 388, you can head back to Tarsarak, and you can buy these little scrolls, but they are consumables. I didn't realize they were consumables. I purchased a bunch of them, and then I was like, okay, I guess I'm not allowed to spend any more of my spectral ash on this stuff. Nope, I just had to actually use them. So I got one. It hides over here. I'm going to make my face disappear. Do you see it? Next to the keys. Boom. I don't know if I got any rewards. I've got one. And then sometimes these rewards are actually worth it. So, go for them. We'll see if I got anything that I can use. Boo. Yeah, I can't use any of that. Lace-eye. And don't panic, French fries. My face comes back eventually. Okay. We're going to break everything down. I'm not doing the Artificer's Pit. I'm just not strong enough. Instead, oh, boo. I saw this highlighted and I thought that I had time to go for it, but I don't. But we could go after Urivar. At least to get the Whispers. It's not a hard fight. Sometimes I can take him out very quickly. It's if my critical strikes are not hitting that that I'm unable to beat him right away, and I have to deal with the phases. But his aren't so bad. Okay. All right, hopefully I don't make a stupid mistake during this fight. Which sometimes happens. Come on, get him. There we go. That's what I wanted. I love going for the Whispers for their big boosts to experience. If I can get one of the Whispers taken out, then I'm fairly confident that I'm going to get a few 100,000 experience. Whoops, wrong direction.
It is done.
Okay. See, I don't need any of these for either of the builds that I want, and I highly doubt that Mythic Uniques will come out of this. But that's the only thing I want, is that Mythic Unique chest piece. Shocker. None of them were Mythic. None of them were Ancestral. Boo. I think I have 3 fights left. No. Yes. 4. I have 4.
They were nothing.
Oh.
You truly think all of this would be...
Well, that worked. I forgot to open that chest. And then I come back and I get to fight Belial again. Come on, get those big hits before he goes. Okay. That's another fight where I gotta finish it before the next phase starts. Alright, still not getting what I want. That's okay.
To me, knights, rain down your judgment upon...
Upon who? Upon who? Upon who? No, he does not. I'm just using up keys and collecting his upgraded thing. What is this? The Abhorrent Heart. That's what it is. Because I am willing to fight Harbinger of Hatred. I would just have to fight him in Torment 3, where I can survive a little bit longer. I don't have any taste for getting one-shotted by a projectile that I couldn't see on the screen, so I'm not going to fight Harbinger of Hatred in T4. Same with on Andariel. They annoy me too much. So at this point, I was just going after him just to collect those keys, and I don't even need to. I really went after him the first time to collect the whispers. So what do I have here? I can go after Beast and Ice twice. I don't necessarily want to. I can do that on my own time. Let's go after Varshan twice. Oh, Blazin just bought not sunglasses again. I can see! I can see! Holy cow, this screen is so much brighter now. It's amazing. Yes. Alright, I'm not gonna go beat everybody up in this micro dungeon like I do sometimes. Come on, get those big hits. There they go. Whew. Come on, bird. Thank you. My bird's not that fast. And we got a Shroud of Agony, or Shard of Agony. Good. The rest of this is going to be thrown away. None of it is worth keeping. Now, hopefully we get the things I want out of this fight. I want 2 keys. I want the heart or the shard, and then I want the thing that I can turn into a shard. But I think they only give me 1 at a time.
Did you truly think
Nope, they gave me 2.
that easy?
Excellent. Come on, big hits, don't let them go. Good.
This is just the beginning.
Boo, only 1 Betrayer's Husk, but another Stygian Stone, and I like those. So I've got maybe 4 fights against Duriel that I can do. We're going to give that a shot. We're going to see if that works. Okay. I need to stop dancing and start melting stuff down. Ooh. How many? Oh, only 319. I don't have enough. I'm not going to go for it. Okay. If I have 2 Stygian stones or whatever they're called, then I've got enough to go after him 4 times. So we'll see what I've got on hand. I might make my face disappear again. Don't panic. Guys, stop panicking. Excellent. I've got 2 of them, so I don't need to make my face disappear. You guys are okay. See, look at that. You're panicking and I didn't even make my face disappear. I hear that's a service that Amazon offers. If you pay for Prime, you can pre-panic. Okay. I feel fairly confident about this fight. I would absolutely subscribe to a notification to let me know when it's time to panic. Amazon wants you to know it is time to panic. You have subscribed for the pre-panic package. Okay, always go down, always go down. And then get this guy. Come on. Alright, didn't get him. Got that guy. What about this guy? Got that guy, got that guy. I also need to remember not to follow Blazon's habits of going to the left side of the screen. That's where my stupid big face is covering Duriel. I need to go to the right side of the screen where I can see which way his butt is facing, because I always pound him in the butt. It's different than what it sounds like. Don't clip that. Okay. You heard me. And I stand by it too. Alright, alright. We didn't get it that time. We got 3 more shots. We are getting what we're going for. Good. I am lucky. Okay. I can go after him twice. I'll write it down. 01 14-ish. Ish. And then we'll look that up later on today. Okay. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's get that Shroud of False Death. I have promised it. It is happening. We are getting it. And there's nothing that any of you can do or say to stop me. Okay. That was kind of dumb of me. Shouldn't have done that. Okay. Now here, sometimes I die. Where he puts poison on the ground. Okay. It's like sometimes that kills me. I have to navigate this poison. Do my best. Alright, I see his face. His big, dumb, ugly face. Alright, come on, let's get him. Got 1. Got 2. Got 3! Which way is that face pointing? Looks like it's pointing up. Yeah, baby. Like I said, I am fairly confident in the Duriel fight. I'm not bothered by the required phases because sometimes I die. Sometimes if there's poison on the ground, he will get the better of me. Whereas the other two, I mostly lose those fights and it annoys me. Ooh. I'm glad they gave me a cool helmet, but am I gonna use it? No. Poop. It's a good helmet, though. I'm definitely going to keep it. Alright, one of my neighbor's dogs is letting everybody know that he's outside. Okay. Okay, Duriel. Let's go. You and me, 1v1. Boo, he got the poison out. Like I said, he's most likely to beat me in this particular phase while I wait for the poison to go away. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Good. Again, we're just getting him to run away. Because here's where the real fun begins. Alright, there's one, there's dang it. Oh. Come on. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. I knew I was in the wrong spot. But we won. That's all that matters. I've lost count. I've lost track of how many times I have opened that. So let's just take a look. Still not getting the ones I want. I've got one fight left against Belial. And then I can take one crack at Belial. Then we're turning the difficulty down to Torment 3, and we're taking multiple cracks at Andariel and, what's his name? Harbinger of Hatred. Also, he took out a lot of my health pretty early in that fight. Okay. Let's get moving. Stay mobile. Pick up a health potion. Because why not? Oh, poops. In the wrong spot again. Come on, baby. There it is. All right. There. Ooh. Guys, my hydras have become quite effective suddenly. There we go. Okay.
They were nothing. Did you truly think all of this would be that?
I'm glad he's showing up, because that was the last fight I had against Belial. Hopefully he'll give me 2 of his keys, but I gotta start doing a lot more damage than I'm doing. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
You think you've won?
Oh, thank goodness.
It's just the beginning.
But where'd he die? Oh, down there. Still not getting the stuff I want, but getting stuff that allows me to continue the fight, at least. Okay, so the Godslayer crown is definitely going into the stash. Then I gotta come back, get this stuff. Maybe? Maybe I'll leave it. Allow the stash to pick it up later. Okay, where was Godslayer? There it is.
I forge more than horseshoes. What's left? I'll keep my forge hot.
I'm gonna go pick it up. I don't want to leave my garbage on the ground. I need to be a better steward of Sanctuary and not just leave my trash on the ground. That's just not the way we are gonna do it here. Okay. And then taking a look at this, yeah, I ran out. Boo!
Better than starting from nothing.
You're correct. I've got 5 yams. So I'm getting close to being able to buy whatever those buy. It's just annoying how hard it is to come by some of these legendaries. What am I doing? I wanted to take a look at this. I can go after him twice, and I'm fairly confident about this fight too. So once we're done with this, then I will switch down to T3 and take on Andariel and Harbinger of Hatred. Those are the only ones where I gotta turn the difficulty down. They just kick my butt. Too easy. I'm too easy. Okay. That's right. I'm coming right up to the front.
You face the Lord of Lies.
Whoops. I went too soon with my shield. I made a boo-boo.
Like the insects you are.
Come on, big hits.
Fall into darkness.
This is where things get bad. Yep. I have trouble processing the eyeballs. I'm like, okay, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And then I commit, and then I see it too late. I could also reactivate the drugs, because those wore off. And they do help. It does help a moderate amount. Okay. Over here. There. Like I said, just have to turn the drugs on. Okay, so I just keep it at Andariel because she's got the same loot list that I want, but maybe I should be switching it. I'll switch it to Duriel, just to see what happens. Not what I wanted to happen. But which tribute did he give me? Oh, boo. I don't need that one. Come on, let's get him.
The only truth is what I say it is.
This is where I have to play defensively, but you know, I've got those Hydra and they're doing pretty well. So it works. Let's switch to Duriel. Dang it. Arr. It's so frustrating. Okay. I gotta think about what I want to do. I could go collecting the rest of the keys that I need before going into Torment 3, but that's not... No, let's not do it. Going to Torment 3 to fight the annoying bosses. I feel embarrassed. Like, look at all these people. 141, 197, 209, 225 is the closest to me. Feel so embarrassed jumping down. But let's do it. French fries is right. Thumbs up, we're gonna do it. Even if I have to do it in Torment 3. Okay. Everybody's putting up a good fight. It's a close fight. Now on this one I gotta stand close enough to make her spawn. If I go all the way to the edge before she comes in, she won't come in. And that's... I just sit there wondering, where is she? Can't be teleporting everywhere. Ow. Excellent. I forgot that I was in Torment 3. Sitting here thinking that there was going to be a knockdown drag-out fight. Didn't realize that I had made it easier for myself because it's a pain in the butt. The butt is in pain. Alright, we got 7 more? Let's go! And Dariel. Let's do it again, and Dariel. Like, I'm pretty sure that the environmental stuff can still kill me, even in Torment 3, so I don't want to get too close to this stuff. Everything that's killed me in the past, I am being cautious around it, even in Torment 3.
They were nothing. Did you truly think all of this would be that easy?
Yeah, and I bet this is going to be even easier.
You think you've won?
Yeah!
Just the beginning.
2 Betrayer Husks. Good. I can fight him in Torment 4 and feel good about it. But I gotta go throw my garbage away. And once again, I'm just gonna throw everything away. I don't need any of this. But I'm very glad that I got another pair of Betrayer's Husks.
Magic, steel, I've seen all manner of work.
I believe it! Sometimes that's what you gotta tell people. Someone wants to be crazy and tell you about all the stuff they've seen in their days, you just go, I believe you. They'll leave you alone eventually. Okay. I wish I could still be doing damage. That's the thing that bugs me. Okay. There we go. They were nothing. Excellent. That's what I likes to hear.
Would be that easy.
French fries, I know that is untrue. But I did hear that from my dad when I was a kid. Maybe he was being funny. He never said it in a ha-ha kind of way. I always thought he genuinely believed that somehow he walked uphill both ways to school in the snow. Oh, man. Yep. So why aren't you walking uphill both ways, huh? Huh? I stood too far away and she got bashful. She didn't want to come out. Exactly! Gotta fight off the tigers, battle a family of raccoons for your lunch, your school lunch. Oh boy. Whew. You got to eat in the forest? Psh. Not me. I had to eat in the factory with everybody else. And in between building cars, I was allowed to read my studies. Okay. How are we looking? I didn't even look. I didn't even look. I have 4 fights left against Andariel. We're doing this in Torment 3 because at least I can win. This fight is so irritating in Torment 4, I don't want to do it anymore. Alright, get over there. There's too much stuff happening. There. So dramatic. So dramatic. Oh my gosh. I'm not using that staff. I don't know if there's any builds that actually use this staff. I guess if you're a fireball-based staff, that would make it pretty worthwhile. I'm going to put it in my stash. It's up for grabs. Anybody wants it, you can have it. I don't need it. I'm a little nervous. Tonight is supposed to be one of my Dungeons and Dragons nights. Last time, only one other person showed up for it, besides the DM, and we still played. It wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but we did it. We did it anyway. What am I looking for? Staff of Endless Rage. So I'm hoping that more people show up tonight. But one of my buddies, he's got some health issues going on. I can't be mad at him for not showing up. Like, it's not his fault. He's getting beat up. Oh, never mind. Got excited for nothing. 3 more fights. Let's go, Andariel. You and me. I'll be reckless. Fight you like nothing you do can hurt me. Although I'm pretty sure everything still can hurt me. Beautiful. Yay! Arg! What did I say? 2? 2 left? We'll find out. Okay. Arg!
I find things, even if they don't want to be found.
There. I was like, I just gotta get that last one. I will shoot its barrier down from across the stage. I can't really do that in Torment 4, so I gotta enjoy it while I can. Okay, how many do I have left? 1. One more fight left. Obviously, I could do it 2 times, it's just that I don't get any rewards for the second one. Come on. There we go. Get over here. Come on. Now I have to do it slow. Oh, never mind. I don't have to do it slow. I can take her out real fast. Okay. Darn. So annoying. Alright, let's break it all down, and then we'll head over to the Harbinger of Hatred. Then we'll go back to Torment 4 and figure out something to do. Yep. All items, please. And then we head down here to Harbinger of Hatred, where I've got a lot of fights in me. What is that? 14? Am I mathing correct? I'm not very good with the numbers. So 14 chances to get that Shroud of False Death. That is what we want. If you are following and you have your notifications turned on, then you know that today, that is the goal. All we want is that Shroud of False Death. And if you didn't get a notification, that either means you gotta turn them on, or you gotta hit that follow button, baby. We're always happy to have you. We're just looking for 14 more people to get to 100. And once you hit that follow button, you can use those fancy follower emotes. Those are fun. They're a good time. And if that's not enough for you, hit that subscribe button. Then you can get access to the subscriber emotes. And ooh, we're trying to get to 10 subscribers. You could help us get there. If you're sitting on a Prime subscription, just hit the button above my head. And of course, if you're watching in the future on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe buttons. You are welcome to leave a comment if you have made it this far in the video. I guess our comment is gonna be hatred. And that'll tell me that you made it here in the video. Let's see. If you are into audio podcasts, check out mine. It's called Potato Chip Pictures. New episodes on most Fridays. And tomorrow, we're going to have our episode about... I've already forgotten which movie it was. We're going to have a new episode on Friday. That's the point. I've forgotten what episode we're doing. And don't forget to use those beard hairs. If you want to get me to do things like take a sip of water, just start watching and you will start earning beard hairs. And then you can make me do stuff like hydrate or sit up straight, as Blazin just had me do. Or bigger things like our Fry Play challenge that was fully funded and is going to get redeemed tomorrow. So come by tomorrow for a Fry Play. Thank you. Thank you for that hydrate. Sometimes my voice gets a little scratchy, and it's nice to get some water coating my throat. Boo! Still not getting the stuff I want. But we got plenty of materials to try it again. Well, I appreciate it, Blazin. I appreciate it. Once per hour. I try to remember to do my self-promotion once per hour. And then when I'm done with it, I don't have to think about it anymore. Okay. Like when you're strong enough, fighting against hatred is very easy, unless of course you don't move out of the way and then you get one-shotted even in Torment 3. But the point is, I can't do this same fight in Torment 4. Oh. Yeah, and I used to have one, and it would give the links to the Discord and all that stuff. At some point it stopped working. I'm sure I could get it working again. But then you don't get to hear me say the same thing over and over again. Okay. Let's pay attention to the floor this time. Don't get overly arrogant. Don't get thinking that this is going to be a cakewalk. It's still a fight. Oh, I got him. Thought I was still in this fight, so I forgot. You thought they were blah, blah, blah. I guess not. No blah, blah, blah. Woo indeed. Not with these bosses, but yes, T4 up next. Ah, yes. Yes. You were the reason that I continually lose these fights in T4. Even when I am playing single player offline, it's still Blazen's fault. Ah! I gotta watch the floor. Yeah, that is true. I'm being sarcastic, and it is true. The game scales with more people, but you also get more experience and all that fun stuff, so it's good to do. Now you're sounding like me at my last job. I took the blame for just about anything. Even with the dude I disliked the most. I was always like, well, maybe I could have been clearer. Because I don't want to get people fired. Okay. How are we here? 33. I've got 11 fights left. Wow. Don't panic. Don't panic. All right. Shroud of False Death. It's dropping now. Get ready, baby. This is it. Shroud of False Death. 100% guaranteed. First try. This is where the stream begins. Telling you, Shroud of False Death. It's happening. Yes. At least according to the thing I'm looking at. He can drop it. Alright, let me take another look. Because I thought it was all of the Ubers. But I want to wait until I've beaten him, so give me a second. Alright, let's tab over, go to our uniques, scroll down to Harbinger and Shroud of False Death. It is one of them. In fact, I'm pretty sure when it comes to the Mythic Uniques, all of them can be dropped by the same people. In fact, it looks like their entire list of items is the same. There might be one thing different between Duriel and Harbinger of Hatred. But Shroud of False Death is on this list. But, is that older information from people who don't have the DLC? Like they're just giving the vanilla version. So I'm gonna remain under the delusion that I can get it from this guy. Let's see. I am using d4builds.gg. I have no idea how accurate that is or if it's a good one. I think Beacon was the one who gave me this map or this loot list. Or I could have found it on my own. And I picked the wrong one. Okay. Let's give this another go. And besides, I've got plenty of keys for Harbinger of Hatred. I might as well just use them. I died again. All right. Well, let's see. What does Max Roll say? What does Max Roll say, huh? Huh? Ha! Does it say anything? Is there a... Oh, there it is. Boss loot table cheat sheet. So let's go ahead and close that one. And then I'm going to do Control F. Shroud of False Death. And according to this, they drop from all. No, that is for all. All bosses have a chance to drop mythic unique items. These items are very powerful, blah, 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 blah. Okay, unique and mythic guide. Why is that different than the brarg? Okay. All right, max roll I don't think is as good. Because I'm not seeing any of the mythic uniques listed for any of these dudes. So I'm thinking that that what I was using before was better. So let's go back to... I've forgotten what I was looking at. d4builds.gg. Only because that one seems to actually show a breakdown per boss. So that's why we're doing that. Also, how did I get out there? Oh, I died! I remember now. I got sidetracked looking at all of the stuff. I am easily distractible. It happens.
Some sort of hammer sings on your return.
Okay. Back in it, and I'm going to continue operating under the assumption that that this guy has the chance to drop the Shroud of False Death. Ruh-roh, the sun's coming up. As long as it's not one of those days where it's cloudy and then it's not cloudy, I should be fine. I just need to let my eyes adjust to the sun being out again. Beep. Get out of the way of everything. I gotta keep mobile. Dang it! That should have killed me. So I got lucky.
I find things, even if they don't want to be found.
So I'm glad. Glad I survived it. Boo! Again. All right, 9 more tries. 9 more tries and we are getting it, I guarantee. It is happening. 100% guaranteed. We are definitely getting the Shroud of False Death. Right now. It's happening. This is the fight. Don't let anybody throw you off. There's gonna be people. There's gonna be doubters. There's gonna be doubters who say you can't get it from Harbinger of Hatred. We don't believe them. We don't listen to what they have to say. We're getting this Shroud of False Death, and we're getting it out of the Harbinger of Hatred. Somehow we survived that. That was another one that we should have died for. Okay. Ta-da! All right, here it is. 100% chance. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to listen. It is happening for sure. And boom. I don't see a Shroud of False Death. I'm starting to think that the game is not listening to me. And that's a little bit annoying. That's a little rude. I'm going to have to write to my senator. But before I write that letter, 100% guarantee, Shroud of False Death, it's happening, baby! We just got to win this fight. Here it comes. Here it comes. We just gotta get through these phases again. Get moving around. Oh boy. Hey! Good on you. I have the first game. I've already forgotten what it's called. Path of Exile. I have the first one, and I have thought about downloading it and trying it out. But I don't know if I want to make that a stream game, or if I want to make that just a personal, try it out on my own time game. But I don't have the sequel. A lot of people really enjoy the sequel from what I hear. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to write one of my representatives, or I'm going to write my representative. I've already written one of my senators, so we're going to do this again, and we're going to see if I have to write my other senator. Shroud of False Death, 100% guarantee, definitely happening right now. Come on, Shroud of False Death. Here it comes. Big Shroud of False Death happening now. Shroud of False Death. Just gotta kill some dudes. Just gotta kill some dudes and stay mobile. And here it comes. All right, like I said, we're gonna close our eyes. Good on you, French fries. And to celebrate getting all of your strongholds taken care of, 100% chance of getting a Shroud of False Death right here happening. I'm gonna close my eyes. It's gonna happen right now. We're gonna get it. Where I hear no Shroud of False Death. I have to write my other senator about this. Can't believe they're withholding Shrouds of False Death. I'm gonna go melt everything down. Right now I don't need one, so I'm gonna say no. But give me a little bit. When we go into Torment 4, I might go with you just to try to up the potential of getting things. Plus, I think I have something that is unified. And no, I didn't die again. I didn't die again. See that? See how much it costs to repair? 0. Because I survived. I'm not bitter. All right, let me take a look at what we have. I'm not emotional. Okay. Whew. Getting a little too excited. We're having too much fun here. We gotta calm down. We gotta calm down. Oh. Okay. I also have Helldivers 1. One of my buddies was like, you should play Helldivers 2, and I'm like, I don't have the money for it. But I'm considering playing Helldivers 1 just to see if it's good. And Blazin has it right. I don't want my neighbors getting mad at me for being loud again. I had a couple of neighbors move out, and I think it's because I was too loud. Because there would be times when I would play guitar.
Did you truly think all of this would be that easy?
I just wanted to play guitar at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't think anyone would be upset about it. Turns out when you're right next to each other,
This is just
you get hurt. Helldivers 1 is only 8 gigs. Might be worth checking out. Okay, got everything. Yeah. It would happen on occasion. I'm not a great neighbor. But I never claimed to be a great neighbor. I claim to be a neighbor. Nope, they were wonderful people that I never spoke to. They were quiet. They were inoffensive. Like, I was the jerk neighbor for not being able to sleep and deciding to play guitar at 1 a.m. Okay.
I find things, even if they don't want.
Yeah. Aww. It's nice of your neighbors to take care of your dog for you when you're away from the house. Yeah. Ah, that's fun. Oh, I see. That makes more sense. The forest theme or Lost Forest theme is fun and cute and good. From Ocarina of Time, there's the Gerudo Village, I think is the name of the song. That is one of my favorites of all time. And yeah, so I love that particular song. I would recommend it. That's the one that goes do 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 do. Okay. That'll show those wolves. I'll blow up their portals. Ooh, itchy nose. Alright, get moving. He can kill me like that if I'm not moving, which I wasn't. So that happens. I have never played Breath of the Wild or the new one. I don't own a Switch. I think the last Nintendo console I owned was the Wii. And the games started to get a little pricey. Let's see. Like, for me, my biggest beef with Nintendo is that they never put their games on sale. And so whatever the brand new price of a game was, that is going to be its price for the shelf life of the game. And that just annoys me because I'm like, it's not a $60 game anymore. Like, come on, guys. Let's be real. This game has been out for 10 years. It should probably be a little bit less expensive than that. Okay, well, fine. I've found that I can grow my library faster on the PlayStation than I can on the Nintendo. I can grow my library faster on the PC than I can on the Nintendo, and that's pretty obvious because there's always Steam sales and whatnot.
You think you've won?
I know I've won.
This is just the beginning.
Maybe one day, if I am wealthy, if this ever became a full-time job, I could see reason to own like all of the consoles and to try to make sure that I have options. But where I'm broke and this is not bringing in money, I just don't have the justification to buy more consoles, and so I'd rather be bitter about them. Like a healthy relationship with consumerism dictates that I should be. The console wars were always about, you know, not being able to buy all the consoles. It was never about personal preference. That would be cool, French fries. Let's cross those fingers and hope that that happens. Frankly, that would probably be enough for me to do this full time. Even if none of them hit the subscribe button, that would be enough for me to be like, all right, we're doing this full time. Okay. Let's stay mobile. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like I said, gotta stay mobile. I do too, French fries. If it does, great. If it doesn't, at least I'm having fun. Right? Right? You see this smile? This is the smile of a guy who's having fun. Okay. Whoops! I'm full. I think I have to go. Alright, as you are watching, you can earn beard hairs, and you can redeem those beard hairs in things like making me take a drink of water or sitting up straight, or what French fries just did, you can get me to put my sunglasses back on. Right when they say now. He say now, I put them on. Okay.
So hammer sings on your return.
Don't tell Blazin that I had to repair. It's gonna be our little secret. It was a fluke. It was a fluke death. I've been caught. I also have no idea how many more of these fights I've got left in me. Let's see. 2. I have 2. I like Karagar. It has become my home portal. I resisted it for a long time, and then this season, I finally realized it's time to move. Time to become a citizen of Karagar. I like those too. Ah! That's where that's my home portal. That's where I live. I am a citizen of Karagar. They shouldn't call me the Traveler anymore because I have moved to Karagar. That's where I live. Exactly. I think I have visited the Tree of Whispers once, and that was because I killed Varshan, he had whispers, and I had to redeem my whispers. So I just left the dungeon, went to the Tree of Whispers outside, and was like, man, that was probably a bad move. I could have just gone home and then teleported right back here instead of running back inside. Okay. Last one. This is Hatred's last chance to give me what I'm looking for. 100% guaranteed Shroud of False Death. Happening right now. Right here, right now. You best believe that it's happening. I'm telling you, it's happening this time. This is the one. Okay. Get teleporting around. Okay.
It's what I do.
All right. All right. I don't need to go mid-fight. I'll do it post-fight. It still says this minute. But it was a delicious on my throat French fries, so you did that. You know, none of those look like the Shroud of False Death. I could be wrong. I am wearing sunglasses right now, but right from my perspective, these don't look like the Shroud of False Death. None of those was a Shroud of False Death. Oh, eyeballs. Okay. Back to Torment 4, because I'm not going to fight Belial in Torment 3. Anyone who I can beat in the first phase is worth fighting in T4. It is R3 for me. So, let's see. Yeah, R3, that's what does it. R3 is pressing down on the right analog stick. No idea if that's the way it is on Xbox, but at least on PlayStation, that's how they did it. All right, I'm going to do a quick horde. Okay. Excuse me. I played the very first side-scrolling Prince of Persia, and I hated it. It was just too hard. And then I tried playing, I think, the PSP game, because I bought a used PSP, and that was included. And that may not have been the best introduction to the new generation of Prince of Persia. So I haven't played a lot of them, and I haven't really checked out any of them. So French Fries says when they heard R3, they would hit R1 and R2 at the same time, because mathematically that is R3. 1 plus 2 equals 3, duh. But now he understands that it is pressing down on the analog stick. And I'll be honest, the first time I discovered R3 and it made a clicking noise, I thought that I had broken my controller. I had no idea that it was a button. I was like, oh no! What did I do that? Yes, please do, because that sounds funny. So yeah, French Fries, it's better to discover it from someone telling you, as opposed to discovering it from thinking that you were playing too hard on your controller and you broke it. That's what I did. I was like, oh no! I smashed the analog stick and I broke it! I didn't. It's a button. Alright. I mean, yeah, thumbstick works as well. I called thumbsticks USB drives. Because when I was well, not a kid, I was in my 20s. But when I switched over from floppy disks to USB, the computer lab at my college said, get a thumbstick. That's what we're gonna call it from now on. Everybody knows what the thumb movie thing is. The movie thing with your thumb. Okay. That's the one. Exactly. Move E. It's a move E stick. Yes, Blazin', we did just define two things that have totally different meanings. A thumbstick could be your analog stick, or it could be a USB drive. Because it depends on when you grew up with the internet. Man. Alright, since we're getting nostalgic, I'm gonna get nostalgic with you guys. And I remember thinking that the hard plastic floppy disk, I thought that was called a hard disk because it was hard, and that would make sense to me. And I thought that the big floppy one was called a floppy disk, and then someone explained to me that they were both called floppy disks, and I hated that so very much. I was like, but this one's hard. It should be the hard disk. The hard disk is what lives inside your computer. That's stupid computer terms. Alright, +1 to Hellborn, one of my favorites. Yeah! Inside the computer is a hard drive. It should be a hard disk when it's the hard floppy. Okay. Letting myself get a little too comfortable. I need to focus up, you know, make sure I'm watching what's happening. Okay. I love it when they spawn the Hellborn. Those are my favorites. So hopefully we can get a few more out. Yes. Can we get another group out? No, we could not. That's okay. I hope that looked cool, because to me it looked like I was desperately teleporting around looking for the final enemies. Ooh, tempting. Also tempting, but just because it's fun, not because it actually helps, and not tempting at all. This one will get me more of the ether. And I don't think it's keeping count of my ether. Where's my ether? Am I crazy? Do you guys... Did they move it? Alright, well, I have no idea how much ether I have. If it's been moved on the screen and I'm not seeing it, feel free to tell me. Otherwise, this is the first I have noticed that my ether has vanished. Maybe I haven't earned any. Maybe this whole fight I haven't earned a single ether, and that's the reason why it's not showing up. I'm not saying that's impossible. Nope, I definitely picked up 2 just now. Okay. Where'd my ether go? I mean, that's one strategy for making sure that I don't focus too much on ether and instead focus on actually getting the KOs that I need to get. Okay, where's the last guy? There he is. Then looking at this, I think the only one I like is summoning the Ether Lords. They're similar to the Hellborn in the fact that they don't vanish as soon as time runs out. So I'm good with them. You also notice I am not using any of the drugs. My character naturally is pretty strong. And at this point, I really only use the drugs when I am trying to make a run at the pit, or I am trying to get some more experience. Excellent. I was hoping I could lure those Hellborn, but I don't know if I did. I lured those ones, though. Yeah, baby. Get on over here. I'm gonna knock you out of the fight. Alright, clouds are back. Which means I can see the screen a little bit better. But that means when the clouds go away, I won't be able to see again! Okay, I don't see my ether anywhere on the screen. Did they just, like, is it gone? Is it a glitch? Like another graphical glitch, kind of like the 0 out of 6 waves? Or did I not collect any? Anyone left? Nope. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I have no idea how many I have. So we're gonna try to get all of it. Sometimes it doesn't spend everything. Okay, so it did spend everything on the Obda site. But yeah, as long as I'm actually collecting it, then I'm fine. That's golden. Okay. Let's tab away to my Incinerate build that I am thinking about doing. This one wants damage over time, intelligence, and max life. And this has max life. And then on this side, this has nothing that I want from either build. Not my current, nor the Incinerate that I am trying to build up towards. Ooh. I should probably check Variana. Okay, she did not get any. I'm just gonna get rid of everything. There it goes. And this one too. And then we'll put that away. I'm still going to hold on to these tributes, but let's take another look at this. Okay, so I have a single unified tribute where I need to have a party in order to get anything out of it. So if we decide to take another crack at that, I can come and get this. Otherwise, I am either collecting boss keys or runes. And I might do most of that offline, just when I am working on my own stuff. We've still got 40 minutes to somehow beat these bosses into giving me that Shroud of False Death that I want. I've got 4 fights against Belial, so I might take those. Yeah, with my fist blazing, and they didn't take the bribe at all. I offered them a knuckle sandwich, and they said no. Psh. I also forgot to melt everything down. Gold? Why would I part with my gold?
This is far as far as town.
I live in America, baby. Billionaires don't part with their gold. Psh. And I am a billionaire.
I'll keep my
I'm gonna take that shroud. Nobody can tell me that I can't have it. I'm gonna grab it, and I'm gonna take it. And it's gonna be all mine! $9,000 more gold. Okay, here we go. What was I doing? Oh, drugs. Forgot. I wanted to take my precision, my elixir of precision, my Redamine Buzz, my Sage's Whisper, and my Soothing Spices. Just to try to beat him faster. I am confident that I could beat him without enhancements. But you know, why spend more time here than we need to?
Even the ground beneath your feet can't be trusted.
Come on, Hydra!
Run!
Oh, boy. I was a little scared of that. I had not seen that particular phase of the fight, so I'm glad I survived it. And as I've said, I'm going to be trying to switch it over to Duriel just to see if that has any impact. I've always just defaulted to Andariel. Never picked up a single mythic from Belial, so I'm going to try switching to Duriel just to kind of trigger within the game that I am trying to get a mythic out of this. And those don't look like mythics. Oh, my nose! My nose is itchy! Okay. Yeah, none of that is worthwhile. I'm pretty sure I have 2 or more stars for everything that dropped. Alright, I'm gonna make my face disappear briefly, because I gotta scratch my nose, and it looks like I'm picking it, and I don't want you guys to watch me pick my nose. That's not what we do around here. We don't let you guys watch me pick my nose. But it was itchy. I agree. How lovely that we both get this time together. There it goes. I think I've got 2 more fights against him. As I said, I'm going to make the switch. Those don't look purple. Boo! I'll take a look after this fight to see how many I've got left, but I'm pretty sure this is 2. Like, I think I'll have 1 left after this. But I'll check. I'll make sure. Come on. Teleport. Sometimes the teleport doesn't seem to work. Or it just, like, keeps me in spot. It might be because it wants to teleport towards an enemy and Belial isn't on standing ground. Okay, so I've got 2 left after, well, 1 left after I open this. But I am going to melt everything down. I have no reason to hold on to this stuff. I don't need to be hoarding these things that are doing me 0 good.
What's left, you ask?
I didn't, but I'm glad that we had that little chat.
Like the insects you are.
I don't believe you. I believe that I shall destroy you. Yep.
This realm will be mine.
Okay. I don't see. Okay. Look for the eyes right in the middle. I don't see it. Come on. Oh, boy. Those eyeball parts. That freaks me out every time. And I only was lucky to survive. Boo! Boo and hiss. Hiss and boo. Those might be worth taking a look at. I'm pretty sure my Tybalt's Will are only a 2-star. So they're worth looking at. They're worth seeing if maybe it's better. I'm just a little bitter about it. But I'm going to take a look. Yep, 2 stars. So 13 versus 14. Obviously, we'll keep the 14s.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Thank you. Okay, I might have to make another return to the Undercity, but let's see what I've got here. Don't have enough, and you don't have any. Yep, we're going back to the Undercity. We're going to try to collect some boss keys. I think that's going to be the best way to go. All right, for the last time this stream, if you are new here, hit that follow button. We're trying to get to 100 followers and we're just 14 away, so you could help us out by hitting that follow button. If you are old here and you want to support the channel a little bit more, you can either share the stream with your friends or hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 10 subscribers. We are at 3, so I would take that subscription every day. If you are watching on the YouTubes in the future, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Okay, it looks like the timer is not going to start. And if you're in a podcast, audio only ones, check out mine. It's called Potato Chip Pictures. Okay, Blazin redeemed a stretch. I'm going to try to do it before the timer starts. So let's move the camera over here. Be very gentle with the controller. All right. Okay, arms up. Oh boy. Oh boy. And sugar. I feel better. You feel better. Timer hasn't started. So despite Blazin trying to knock me out early in the thing, we're doing gold. We're doing good. Okay. Is that about where it usually is? I think so. All right. Timer has started.
still know.
Okay. I'm feeling good about it. Well, there you go. I always think it's going to start as soon as I start, and so I was nervous. I was nervous that I was going to lose time and immediately lose the thing just by hanging out and waiting. Alright, go for these guys because they can increase the time. Hopefully we can lure these guys over here. You found some loot! Aww. Do you not need those boots? Is that the problem that you're running into? Or is the padding reminding you of your last summer vacation? That was a reference to insanity. Blazin', I don't know what the issue is. I'm sorry. Okay, okay. Oh, but they look like pants? Okay. Is it a glitch? Is it like a graphical glitch? Are we discovering all of the glitches? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Ah. You'll have to try them on, see which equipment slot they take up. Do they take up the boots, or do they take up the pants? None of us will ever know until you put those boots on. Alright, weird indeed. Well, sometimes you want to sag your pants so much that they look like shoes. It's a style thing. It's not very practical. It's very hard to run and move and stuff like that. But if you're going for that 90s chic, you wear your pants so low they become shoes. Okay. We're very close. We're very close. I don't need to get these guys. I'm pretty confident that I am gonna get to Torment 4 and have plenty of time remaining. But you know, it's fun to kill stuff. Alright, we got to rank 4. So now I can just slowly make my way over here. I mean, relatively fast. I am zipping around. I'm teleporting over here. I'm just now running. I don't need to get there. I can do it all at my own time. Alright. Time for Yoshi.
Only the hunt.
Good fight. Good fight. It was a close one. Okay, taking a look at what we just picked up. It's not enough. It's not enough. We can go after Duriel once. But we can't go after Varshan, and we can't go after Grigwar. We could go after the other dudes. And I might. I can't leave the dungeon. Why will it close? What am I missing? I've opened this, picked up all of the things. Why is it threatening me if I close it? What did I miss? That's a good point. I did miss that. Good job, French fries. Every time I look at my face, I feel as though this side of the beard keeps poking out. So I gotta just groom myself in front of everyone. I don't need to melt it all down, but it, you know. Doesn't listen to me. Might have to get some beard oil or beard balm. I have it in my bathroom. I just never use it. Okay. Nope, we've already done it. We've already done it. We've already done it. I don't need to do it again. Right? I did my last self-promotion. I don't need to self-promote again. So we're not going to worry about it. Self-promotion stuff. Follow and subscribe. Like, comment, and podcast. Although, I do need to say, we are going to have a stream tomorrow. It's going to be the fry play that everybody earned by spending those beard hairs. And it's also going to be our last day with Diablo 4 on the stream. Sad. It's going to be regular time, so ignore what the challenge said when it said that, you know, it was going to be at noon. We're going to do it at the normal time, 3 to 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Same as a regular stream. And then next Monday, we're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Brand new character, brand new campaign. I'm going to try to get through it. I have never beaten Baldur's Gate 3 in the past. I want to try it. And French fries, the reason for the change up is because, you know, I don't feel like there's much else that I can do with this character for this season. Right now I'm at the whim of RN Jesus, where I just have to get lucky and have the right items drop. And so I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again for 3 hours, and I just want to change it up. And so I feel like playing a story-based game might be that change that I need. And we'll see how long that takes. We'll either go back to Diablo 4 for the next season, or we'll play a different game entirely. That's true, French fries. I'm not even close. I struggle to complete tier 85. And who knows, it might be that I'm just using a bad build. And if I switched over, then I would get that upward momentum that I want. And that's another option. I wish you had been in the Discord. Because Worlds would be the one that I gotta do. Shakuna build. I have not tried that build. Oh. I also have not seen a tier list of the different builds. So I just picked the first one that I saw when they were in alphabetical order. Or in whatever order they were. They may not have even been in alphabetical order. I may have just picked something randomly, because that's how it loaded in. Excellent. I don't remember the last time that I got to Attunement 4 on floor 2. I am willing to play it once. Maybe we can start the week that way. We'll see. I am going to be starting all the way at the beginning, though. I'm not going to skip ahead to Iceborne or any of the other stuff. Wilds is the newest one, and I don't have the money for that, so I'm not going to be buying that. It would be Worlds that I would be doing. And you have been requesting it for a long time, so I should play it. I should play it just so you can get it. All right, let me take a look at this real fast. Okay. All right, still haven't gotten what I wanted, but I've got enough to go after Duriel once, but I'm going to do maybe a couple of more tries in the Undercity. There is a challenge for getting rank 4 or attunement 4 in this thing. Let's go here. Whoops. Show in progress and not started. There it is. 34. Okay. Tuesday next week. We'll see about it. We'll see about it. I really want to do Baldur's Gate. I want to have a run at Baldur's Gate. All right. So this will be the plan. We're gonna do Monday Baldur's Gate. Then we'll do Tuesday Monster Hunter Worlds to reward French fries persistence. Then we'll go back to Baldur's Gate for Wednesday and Thursday. And that's going to be, well, who knows? Maybe on Tuesday I have a great time with Monster Hunter Worlds, and then we split the week up and do 2 days one game, 2 days another game. Let's just see how I feel when we get there. And we'll see what happens. Yeah. Indeed. I think it'll be fun, French fries. But keep in mind, I don't know anything about Monster Hunter Worlds. I played it once, years ago. I bought it to play with a friend. That friend never played with me, and so I just never played it again. So I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to play. I don't know all the stuff. I think last time I played, I was trying to get a matching set of armor, and eventually got bored with fighting the same monster over and over again. Okay. Let's get this. As always, I am going for that rank 4. All right. I'll look into what my settings are. But as I always will say, make sure you have permission from your parents. I know if it were my kids, I would say no, you can't even go voice on the stream. Not until they're old enough. So I don't want to get in trouble. So get permission from those parents. Okay. Where'd it go? There'd it go. Excellent. Oh, come on. I just wanted that guy. Got that guy. Now I'm moving my way this way. Still going after dudes who can give me more time. I'm mostly watching the mini-map. I'm not... Occasionally I'm looking at the screen, but most of the screen is glare for me because the sun decided to come out again. I need to have a word with the sun about when it decides to pop out. Okay. Did we get it? Not yet. There it is. All right, we're gonna get this on floor 2 out of 3, and then we're just gonna rush to the end. There it is. Max attunement has been reached. So at this point, we are just making our way to the portals. I don't need the extra time, but I'm gonna get it anyway. I won't get rewarded for doing the attunement, so I'm not gonna. I also don't know if the pranksters in the Undercity count towards the 6 million treasure goblins. I'm hungry too, my dude. I bought a sandwich earlier today. It's a gas station sandwich, but I got it. It's waiting for me. Excellent. Still not getting the stuff I want there. Same there. I want ranks to the different abilities, and I have not seen them for more than one thing where I got glass cannon. So there are 2 builds where I am looking for better versions of the amulets. But I think I did all right. I think I did all right in that particular fight.
Greetings.
Greetings, yourself. Okay, we've got 13 minutes until the world boss shows up. So I'm going to kill some time by going after Duriel. It's not going to take 13 minutes to fight him, but I feel kind of bad for missing out on yesterday's stream. So we'll have a world's boss worth of overtime for tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow, turn on your notifications because we are going to do a fry play. Okay. Poor Subo, he got hit right at the beginning of the fight. Oh my goodness. My belly's starting to grumble. Starting to go, give me food. Feed me, Seymour. It's always annoying when my when my belly starts quoting plants. Okay. Of course, that reference may have been too old for French fries. That's okay if it is. Just means you'll have to watch A Little Shop of Horrors. Hopefully your dad will watch it with you. I keep trying to get my son to watch it with me. It's one of my favorites. You do know it? You have seen Little Shop of Horrors? Eee. Ooh. Blazin'. Eat some food. And French fries, Little Shop of Horrors exists in 3 forms. There was the original, which was a horror comedy. It's in black and white. And there's some big name actor who had one of his very first movie performances in it. Horrors. Let's go 1960 version. Jack Nicholson. It was one of his first movie appearances. A very young Jack Nicholson is, I think he's a masochist, and he goes to the dentist, and he just wants the most painful dentistry. That version is fine. It's a fine movie. It's okay. But what is better is the remake, the one that came out in 86. And that's what the musical is based on, the staged musical. I'm pretty sure the musical came after the movie. I could be wrong. I was only 2 years old in 1986, so I don't know. Boo! Still not getting what I want. So we'll go to Tarsarak, and then we'll head to a world boss. And then we'll just hang out and kill a world boss. I really love 1986's Little Shop of Horrors. It's such a good movie. It's one of my favorites. It's just too good. I gotta get my son to actually watch it. Holy crap, I've got 13,000? Ooh. Well, I hope you have a good evening, Blazin'. I hope you sleep well. While I figure out how to do this. I also hope to see you tomorrow, Blazin'. I hope that you are there. No other oaths? Okay. Let's grab as many as they'll let me. Looks like I've got more. There we go. That's right! You are the one who hits me up the most frequently on a Friday saying, "Where's the stream?" I've never streamed on a Friday yet, and yet those are the messages I get. Alright, I might not actually get the rest of these. Okay, we're getting 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. It's happened at least twice. It's happened at least twice. How much time do I have? I've got 9 minutes. I can't see. All right, I gotta look on this screen. 104. Okay. Two, 3, and then we go this way until we can see again. And then one more. I'll have to open all of those later. Let's take a quick glance. Yeah, I gotta head to Karagar and melt everything down before we go see the boss. I just keep pushing and pushing and making things delayed. That's how I do, baby.
People. I'm not fond of people.
You will not find me getting squeamish.
That's good. Okay. Looking all over the map, it looks as though there is only one instance of the world boss happening. So we'll just slap one of these guys right here and head this way. Here we go. Just follow the road. Nobody can stop me. We're having a good time. I think we went to different instances of the world boss. All right. Well, I'm going to stand here. I don't usually fight any of the things that spawn, so I might as well just start opening some of these chests just to see what we got. Now those might be better than what I'm currently sitting on. That's not going to help my new build. Those are garbage. I need to stop looking at these staffs. I've already got what I want. And I'm only getting gloves. Ooh, 3 stars. It's a wand. Boo! If anybody wants that 3-star wand, let me know. You can have it. I don't want it. How much space do I have? I might run out before I get done picking these things up. Okay. Picking everything up. It's getting tight. It's getting close. I think I might have to empty out my stash. Well, I can do that now. I can do that now. We got 3 minutes before the world boss shows up. I'm going to do it now. I've got 2 items in the stash that I want to compare. The Ice Heart pants and the Sidhe gauntlets. Where'd they go? There they are. And you are only 1 star, so that can go right away. Now, taking a look at this, we got 45, 40, and 50. We're going to go with the 50. What did I lie about this time? I don't remember lying. I do lie sometimes. It happens. Oh goodness. Maybe we'll just say that was training for when my children become teenagers and they start calling me a liar. Okay, let's get out of everybody's way. Yeah. Those are likely an improvement. Had me worried there for a minute. The incinerate build that I'm looking at only looks for a staff, and so I would want this to replace what I've got. So maybe this is worth looking into, because I would only have to switch the lucky hit and hope that I get max life. Everything else is pretty much the same. We'll take a look at it offline. You guys won't get to watch me do that, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to fight that guy. I'll pick that up. I don't want to fight that guy. Okay. There we go. We've got about a minute. Yeah, about a minute before this gets started. I'm going to take a look at this stuff.
Greetings.
My son had my ex-wife send me a gif of a chicken jockey. So my ex-wife was like, that's from your son. Let's get here. Come on, let me react. Ugh. There. Okay. How much time we got? 15 seconds? All right. Wandering Death is here. Let's give this a shot. And while we give it a shot, I might as well say this is the end of the stream. We're doing a little bit of World Boss overtime. If you have enjoyed yourself, why don't you hit that follow button? You can also share this stream with your friends. I will be back tomorrow for a Fry play. That is going to happen, so make sure you turn your notifications on so you know when we are going to go live. If you want to support the channel financially, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10 subscribers. You could help us get there. And then finally, if you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to support the podcast, you can subscribe to that on pretty much any podcatcher that you have. It's called Potato Chip Pictures, and there are new episodes most Fridays. I'm sorry, my dude, I can't help. I wanted to help, but I couldn't. I am in Torment 4, right? Okay. I don't know why I assumed that they would be stronger in Torment 4, but it happens. Oh, dang it. I was trying to get the revive again. Okay. Gotta keep our eyes open for any tombstones. Because if someone dies, I want to help them get back up. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. Ah! Alright, someone got knocked down. Ah! Sorry, my dude. I tried so hard to get you up. There. Alright. Everybody's up. Nobody's still down. We got the guy who was knocked down before. Nope, somebody's down again. Come on, get him. There we go. I like to help other people. I like to get them up because I don't want to spend the gold to do my own repairs. So I want people getting me up. So if I see someone else knocked down, I usually try to get to them. Of course, when there are the lasers, I can't. Get back in there, my dude. Alright, we got him knocked down. Maybe we can get his health all the way. Come on. We got him, guys. We got him. I believe in us. We can do this. There it goes. Whew. Anything else on the ground? Doesn't look like it. So, I thought for sure there would be a dead ore showing up, but no.
I appreciate that.
Okay, that is going to be a stream. We did it. We made it. And French Fries asked earlier, and I ignored it, around 4 on Tuesday we are playing Monster Hunter. Yes, I am going to be on at 3. at least getting a character started and at least going through the tutorial. So you may jump on, and I have a character who has done a few things for an hour. But yes, I am good with that, and we will play on Tuesday. For the rest of you, come back tomorrow for some more Diablo 4, and then come back on Monday for Baldur's Gate 3. So, we're going to do all of that. It's all going to happen. I hope you guys have a good night tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!